you doing? It's Voodoo here, and welcome to episode 20 in my Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Emblem editor series. Today we're taking a look at the Mortal Kombat character called Subzero. Now, this is uncharted territory for me. I don't normally do characters. I did do Predator about 5 episodes ago, and that went really well, really, and so I thought, what the hell, I'll have a go at Subzero. So on the screen in the moment you're going to see the Subzero character that I've based it on. He's a real rough and ready sort of looking guy. Looks pretty cool. I like the look of that, so that's what we've tried to recreate. Hopefully you guys agree and you like it too. So what you're going to need straight away, we're going to use the close quarters expert mask. Now, how you obtain that is by getting 10 kills in one round with a shotgun. Very straightforward. If you put any of the shotguns on and run around hijacked, you'll get that no problem whatsoever. So I sort of changed the colour of the background here and there, and we sort of, I can't remember, I end up quite a blackish sort of colour I think. But then basically what you want to do for the skin, I grabbed the tube and laid that behind like the eyes of the tube. Then we've grabbed a curved line, and that's going to be the nose piece. Now you need to freescale that sort of like into a shape that looks right. I do slightly adjust it, obviously everything's a little bit adjustable. Now the next thing I've grabbed is a half heart. So again, why that's called a half heart I have no idea. Then change that to blue, which is obviously Sub-Zero's colours, copy and paste that across, freescale it up a little bit, get it just right. I do adjust the left piece as well just to get the looking exactly right, so it looks a bit thin at the moment. So sort of lining up all the bits and pieces, getting them just right, freescaling them just to look absolutely perfect. So we've grabbed a broken column and put that across to sort of like curve off the edge of the mask, copy and pasted that across, and just move that around. So I'm going to be moving all these little bits around for a couple of seconds just to get everything the right size. I'll take this opportunity to say, if you've enjoyed the series so far, you like this emblem, you saw it at the beginning, please hit the like button. It does help a lot, gets the videos out there, and makes a big difference. So also it sort of spurs me on. So anyway, we grab a monolith and lay that underneath the half hearts and change the colour to jet black. You want that as black as you can get it. And then this here, I'm using a circle, ovaled it out and drop the opacity down to around about 50% ish. I think I'll drop it down a little bit more than that, and later on that's going to look like a reflection across the face of the mask. So it's all about the little details that just sort of make it a little bit better. So we've gone up a couple of shades on the monolith to grey, just so the sort of like the private first class triangle-y things, whatever you want to call them, are jet black. So that's why we've gone up a couple of colours on there, copy and pasted them down, moved them around, and we're just jiggling about with this oval. So the oval goes over the top of the private first classes. So then I've grabbed a circle, freescaled it to an oval, making it look sort of like a bit of depth on the image just to get it just right, and then copy and pasted one inside the other and sort of scaled them down just to give it a sort of, that's a lot of vent sort of shape. Then we grabbed a quarter circle and then freescaled that to make it look sort of like elongated, and run that up to the edge of the mask. Then what we'll do is we'll do the same for the other side, copy and paste the ovals across, and then also you probably could get away with not using the quarter circle on that side, but I put it on there anyway. If you need an extra layer, you want to put an extra bit of detail in, you probably could get away with not using that, but still it's coming together now, we're starting to get there. And basically what hit, obviously Sub-Zero is ice and stuff, and I grabbed a relentless splat is what it is. Now basically you get, it's merciless, sorry, not relentless. Merciless is basically 10 kills without dying, so a lot of you guys will have that. Anything that's elongated, sort of giving you a sort of an airy sort of look, and I dropped the opacity down just to make it look like mist. So he's breathing out sort of mist in a cold environment. So then we grabbed the circle, turned it into an oval, turned it into quite a light blue. The colours are all obviously into your own interpretation, and set them out for the eyes. And then we grabbed now I always get these two muddled up. That one is a half long hair as the eyebrow. Turn it a sort of grey colour because obviously it's cold. He's got sort of like frost on his eyebrows. You've got to imagine sort of like what it's all about. Drop that down the layers towards the sort of bottom so they go underneath the mask, and that's his eyebrows done. Then we go for some half circle is what we're going to grab to do the actual eyes. And what you want to do is take them right to the edge. Now I did play with the colours a little bit here. I dropped the opacity, done various bits and pieces, but I think we dropped the opacity and had a sort of a lightish sort of blue, but darker than the main part of the eye, just to give it a little bit of sort of, I don't know, sort of depth into the eye. It's almost as if his eyes glazed over, sort of like in a cold environment again. So it's all about the little details, but they make the big difference at the end of the day. Now what we've done for sort of the scar across his eye is we've grabbed another merciless, scaled that up, put that right down towards the bottom layer sort of thing, and that's going to go over the eye and the eyebrow and everything. You want that to lay over the top. It's like a sword sort of injury or a fighting injury where his scar goes across his eye, and it's sort of like obviously his blood is sort of like a blue sort of thing, so you want to go blue with that as well. So another cool little, that's a nice little trick. Just drop that below the mask, and you scale that and flip it and do whatever you want with it. So for a bit of extra detail here, I grabbed a stick around splat and maxed that up. Basically the stick around is to get a kill with a combat axe while carrying an assault shield. Very straightforward, but you could put anything in there. It's just to give a little bit of mist sort of come out. I had a few extra layers and wanted to put in a bit more detail. And then what we grabbed again, we grabbed another merciless, and I put that underneath the mask and sort of make it a little bit big, turn it a sort of darker skin colour, greyish sort of colour, and that's going to be sort of lines. He's a bit of a battle scarred warrior, so he's got sort of lines on his face to give that extra bit of detail, just to sort of finish off the image. And I duplicated that, flipped it, and put it round. That sort of gives the bridge of the nose sort of a look as well, where them lines go over. So very straightforward to do. Now I grabbed that. Now that is a thimble, and I probably could have gone darker with that. So I dropped the opacity down too low. It really wants to come up a little bit, 'cause you can't really see it on the gun, but still it looks really good. It's like a sort of a bit of shine on his helmet, and or his skull cap, whatever he's got on. That's just a little bit of lighting effect, just to give it a little bit more detail. That's the emblem all done and dusted, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I think it looks absolutely beast on the gun, and it looks really cool on your player card too. So as always, thanks ever so much for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Leave comments in the section below for emblems you'd like to see, and I shall see you in the next video. See you later, guys. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Feel free to check me out on there. That way you'll never miss any of the videos I post, and you'll get to read some of the mundane tweets that I manage to tweet out on a daily basis. Thanks ever so much, guys, and I'll see you later.